Hi friends, welcome back to my channel again. In this video, I will explain you about the evolution of the transport system. Means I will explain you about the entire digestion, respiration as well as excretion process in the different phylums. And I hope you will comment in the comment section about my explanation and about your understanding about the topic. So let us move into the topic. So evolution of the transport system. Transport system can be also called as circulatory system. We know that there are unicellular organisms as well as multicellular organisms. Some of the examples of the unicellular organisms are amoeba, paramecium and etc. First I will explain you the evolution of transport system in unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium. In unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium, the protoplasm we know that each and every cell contains a fluid portion called as cytoplasm. Similar to cytoplasm, there is protoplasm. Cytoplasm means cell fluid. Cytoplasm. In the word cytoplasm, cyto means cell and plasm means fluid. Cell fluid, and protoplasm means proto means life and plasm means fluid and protoplasm means life fluid. This is the difference between the cytoplasm and protoplasm. In unicellular organisms, this protoplasm shows natural movements. Those natural movements are called as Brownian movements. The natural movements that are performed by the protoplasm in the unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium are called as Brownian movements. Due to these Brownian movements, the oxygen as well as nutrients are supplied throughout the body of the unicellular organisms like amoeba and paramecium. This is the evolution of transport system in unicellular organisms. Now let us move into the multicellular organisms. So friends, these are the phylums of multicellular organisms. They are parazoans, cnidarians, nematoda, platyhelminthes, annelida and arthropoda. So first, you don't confuse. Let us move step by step, one by one. Let us move. So first phylum is parazoans. So before that, these all are the multicellular organism phylums. Unicellular organisms have developed a simple system like I have explained you before, but the multicellular organisms, these phylums will have a complicated systems. So first one, parazoans. Parazoans, this is the name of the phylum. These are the names of the phylums. So parazoans. Examples of parazoans are sponges, porifera. In the phylum parazoans, the organisms belonging to the phylum parazoans, the organisms contains pores, small pores. For example, let us assume this as organism. It contains small pores like this for the purpose of the life processes like excretion, digestion, etc. These organisms live in the water mostly. So how the substances are transported in these organisms means these structures are called as cilia. We know that in oceans there will be water currents, but for these organisms, for transportation of materials, water currents are used, but the natural water currents are not reliable, means not suitable for them. That's why they will create their own water currents by beating the flagella. By the movement of flagella, they will move this flagella in this manner. Then the water will be moved and By the diffusion process, the materials will be transported outside the water into the organism and inside the organism to the outside of the water by diffusion process. So this is about parazoans. Now coming to the cnidarians. Cnidarians. First I will give the examples of cnidarians. They are hydra and jellyfish. In the transporting system, cnidarians are better evolved when we compare with the parazoans. Cnidarians are having better system when we compare with the parazoans. Examples are hydra and jellyfish. Cnidarians. This phylum name is cnidarians. It is also called as coelenterate or coelenterata. It can be called as coelenterata or coelentherates. Examples are hydra and jellyfish. They will have true body cavity called as gastrovascular cavity. Cnidarians or coelentherates will have gastrovascular cavity. Cavity means hole. If we assume this as organism, there will be one cavity that is called as gastrovascular cavity, which helps in both digestion and distribution of nutrients to each and every cell of the body. Means this gastrovascular cavity plays a major role in digestion as well as distribution of nutrients to each and every cell of the body. Simple. That's simple, very simple. And coming to the next one, nematoda. So coming to the next phylum, that is nematoda. Nematoda is also called as Nematihelminthes. This is the other name of the phylum nematoda. And coming to the examples of nematoda, roundworms is the best example of nematoda. So here we have learned that cnidarians or coelenterata contains the true cavity called as gastrovascular cavity, helps in digestion as well as distribution of nutrients to each and every cell of the body. In the same way, nematoda contains pseudocoelom. It is also similar to cavity like structure. Pseudocoelom, the function of pseudocoelom is collection and distribution of materials throughout the body. That's it. You need to remember the point. Function of pseudocoelom in nematoda or Nematihelminthes is collection and distribution of materials throughout the body. Means it will collect the materials which are required and distributes the materials which are required. And coming to the next one, Platyhelminthes. It is a major phylum. Platyhelminthes. Examples of Platyhelminthes are Fasciola and Hepatica. These are the best examples of the phylum Platyhelminthes. In Platyhelminthes, the digestive system is highly branched. Means as the digestive system is highly branched, there will be a nice function. Means there will be a big function that is performed by the digestive system as it is highly branched. What is that means? The digestive system in phylum Platyhelminthes will distribute the digested food material directly into the cells without involving any third organism. Without involving any third organ, the first organ will be supplying the digested food directly into the second organ. So that's why this is the special function. And the excretory system collects the waste products from each and every cell individually. We are having million number of cells in our body, but in the Platyhelminthes, this excretory system collects the excretory products of cells from each and every cell individually. It will collect. That's why it is a major phylum which we have to remember. And in this Platyhelminthes phylum, both the digestive system and the excretory system occupies more amount of space in the body. Means if, for example, the organism Fasciola, this organism is occupied, more amount of this organism is occupied by the excretory organs and digestive organs. So that's why this is a special phylum. Now coming to the next phylum. So the next two phylums are Annelida and Arthropoda. These two phylums are very similar with each other. So I will say that common point at last. First coming to the Annelida. Annelids are the first eucoelomate animals. Eucoelomate. What is eucoelomate? In this word eucoelomate, U means true and coelomate means body cavity. True body cavity. The first eucoelomate, first true body cavity phylum is to be found, that is Annelids. Annelids developed a pulsatile vessel. For the transportation of materials within the body, human beings and other mammals will have heart to pump the blood and for the purpose of the transportation of materials within the body and outside the body. And for these phylums, there will be some of the special structures, like that for Annelida, pulsatile vessel is there to transport the materials within the body. Pulsatile vessel used to move the fluid within the body, and the transporting medium will be the blood. Means transporting medium will be the blood. Medium means in the blood, this pulsatile vessel tries to move the fluid within the blood. So this is the Annelids. It's very small. And coming to the last one, Arthropoda. Here these are some of the large animals. Arthropoda develops pulsatile organ. Here only you can observe, you can say the common point, that is in Annelids they develops the pulsatile vessel for the movement of the materials within the body, and for the Arthropoda, pulsatile organ. Here the difference is in between vessel and organ. Here it develops the pulsatile organ for the transportation of materials within the body, and here in Annelids the heart organ is present to pump the blood and for the movement of the blood, and the excretory products are also collected in Arthropoda. Main point is, in the Arthropoda, the blood, important fluid in the human body, the blood directly floods the tissues. Means if you assume these are the tissues, this blood will be directly flooding the tissues. Means it will directly the blood and tissues will be contact with each other. There will be a small contact between the blood and tissues. Like this, the oxygen is supplied to these tissues by the respiratory system, by the blood, as the blood is directly contacting is remained contact with the tissues. Oxygen is supplied by the respiratory system, and some of the materials are supplied from the digested food. Digested food will be dissolving into the blood, and this blood will be directly flooding these tissues. Means on these tissues the blood will be there, contact with blood and tissues. Like this, digestion and respiration takes place in Arthropoda. So friends, I hope you like this video. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to comment. Thank you.